Good afternoon, everyone. The Board of Trustees of the Harris County Department of Education now convened in a special called board meeting on Monday, March 31st, 2025 in the boardroom at 6300 Irvington Boulevard, Houston, Texas at 1:02 p.m. We wish to extend a warm welcome to everyone present at this meeting of the Board of the Trustees. As trustees, we are here to set goals, listen to reports from the superintendent, approve budgets, contracts, personnel appointments, and set policy for the district. It is not the role of the board to make day-to-day operational decisions. The management and day-to-day operations of the department are the responsibility of the superintendent. We have policies and procedures in place to resolve concerns and issues. This is a public meeting of the Board of Trustees and not a meeting of the public. Prior to this meeting, board members received information related to items on today's agenda. Agenda items will not necessarily be handled in the order listed on the notice. The meeting is open to all who wish to attend and hear the matters discussed. During the course of this meeting, the board may determine that a closed session is necessary. In that event, the board will meet in closed session to consider matters duly posted for this meeting as permitted by section 551.071 to 551.084, inclusive of the Texas Government Code. I respectfully ask that you please refrain from talking while others are speaking and that cell phones are turned off or in silent mode. Thank you for taking time today to join us and for your interest in the Harris County Department of Education. We don't have any public speakers, right, other than our applicants. Okay. Then the next item on the agenda is open forum, which will be held in accordance with Texas Government Code Section 551.007 pursuant to the HCDE Board Policy BED Local at called meetings of the board such as this one. Individuals who desire to speak to the board must limit their comments to agenda items only. There is only one item on the agenda today, which is possible action regarding filling vacant HCDE trustee seat, position 7 at large. Policy BED Local provides that a citizen who wishes to speak may do so by completing a participation request card available at the boardroom at least 10 minutes prior to the board meeting, including individuals who submitted applications for the vacant HCDE trustee position 7 at large seat. We received 11 request cards from individuals who would like to speak per HCDE board policy BED Local. Each individual will have 2 minutes to speak. The board secretary will track each speaker's time. When your time has expired, please stop talking and return to your seat. At this time, are there any board members who wish to make any recommendation regarding this process?
Yes. Hi, all. Whenever you come up, we'd love for you to introduce yourselves. Let us know if you are willing and able to run for the seat in the next election. And also, we'd like to hear from you about what your commissioner's precinct is that you live in. That's our request. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we will go ahead and get started. I look forward to hearing from all of you. Okay, so when I call your name, please identify your affiliation, make a presentation not to exceed 2 minutes, and identify the remedy sought, if any. So we will start with Mr. Josh Wallenstein.
That's 2 real minutes?
Yes.
Okay. So hello, trustees and judge. It's a real delight to be here today. I'm so proud of this institution. We have, and Josh Wallenstein, I'm running for this position, or I'm asking to be appointed to this position, precinct 4. Honestly, you all have rescued the HCDE from years of neglect and abuse. It's really working for the people here, and I'm really thankful for it. Unfortunately, I think there's an alliance of factors that threatens the HCDE's effectiveness and perhaps it's even its very survival. And so I humbly ask to join your team and help you fight this fight. I'm worried that we no longer have public schools anymore that supported me as a son of a single mom. They gave me a second chance at life. This unholy trinity of funding cuts and declining enrollment and funding diversion through vouchers means that public school districts will have severely limited resources to manage the same level of operational cost. And they simply can't avoid cuts, which is where the HCDE can play a critical role. They can provide certain shared professionals across cash-strapped school districts, kind of like what they already do in certain areas. So for instance, in HISD, where my son goes, now that we've terminated librarians and therapists, perhaps we look at the HCDE providing shared cost librarians and therapists for school districts that no longer have them. We can also do tradecraft better. By tradecraft, I mean education in trades. Not everyone needs to go to college, but everybody needs a job. And so this can truly be the entity that can be the educational hub for adult learners tracking towards a trade. And finally, every 2 years, our state legislature puts the HCDE in its crosshairs. And now in pursuit of reductions in government size and scope, a state-level DOGE is likely to focus directly on taxing authorities like us. Well, listen, I've got my own law firm. I can head to Austin any day of the week, twice on Sunday, to defend the HCDE in person and those who wish to abolish it. In sum, I've run twice for a position with you all. I might be the only person in this room with that level of dedication who's not yet sitting on the board. And you won't find a more dedicated servant than me. I sincerely hope you'll extend to me the opportunity to work with you and for the public.
You know what county precinct do you live in?
4.
Oh, 4. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Sergio Lira.
Good afternoon, members of the Board of Trustees and Honorable Superintendent. I'm here to speak on the position of the vacant at-large seat for Mr. David Brown, who was one of my students many years ago. And first of all, I just want to say that I'm honored to be here. Mr. Cantu, Mr. Dick, Mrs. Hinojosa. I get the names are not matching, but I would just say that as a public servant and in education for over 30 years, from elementary school to high school to serving on the largest school district, my experience supporting public education is just something that I feel is a calling, that's something I take pride in. And I just want to say that the programs here at the Harris County Department of Education are phenomenal. The program, we've learned that safety is the number one priority. Safe and secure schools should be continued and supported tremendously. That is the number one issue facing all students. Head Start is LULAC, as the president of LULAC, Head Start was created by a model of the 400 schools that LULAC created in Elsa, Texas in the 1950s. So I'm very familiar, and research has shown that if a student goes to Head Start, their chances of doing better academically are strong. In fact, I am a student of a Head Start program, so learning was much easier for me. Your adult learning education, GED, ESL, all of these programs fill the gap in education where traditional districts and public schools are not able to fulfill everyone's need. What this district does, what this department does, is fill the gap and provide those services of a second chance to many students who perhaps are not successful in a traditional school or in a traditional district. You provide that. And also the 4 specialty schools, that is so powerful, so beautiful. I remember working at Bel Air High School for 10 years, and some students were struggling with substance abuse and special needs, and they were referred to the schools in this area. So wonderful. I think the programs here at the Harris County Department of Ed are phenomenal, and I would love to collaborate with such a wonderful, distinguished group of trustees and superintendent. Thank you.
Thank you. And do you know what commissioner precinct you're in?
Oh, precinct 2.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Next, we have, thank you, Dr. Lira. Next, we have Daniel Sines.
Got glasses now. It's nice. Good afternoon, Madam Chair, HCDE board members, and Superintendent Colbert. I will run for this office should I get appointed into this space, and I am with Precinct 3. For those that do not know me, my name is Daniel Sines. I am the CEO of Nieto Technology Partners, community activist, and a strong advocate for the education of our students here in Harris County. I am here to share with you the reasons why I would like to serve alongside you in supporting our students and HCDE as a whole. HCDE has done a wonderful job in providing resources to thousands of students countywide. What I have found most impressive about these resources and programs are the individuals running them. I recently attended an HCDE event where we had the opportunity to meet with the department and program directors. Each one of these remarkable individuals demonstrated their passion and expertise in their roles. And to be honest, I would want to be a part of that system of support. I have devoted the past 10 years in learning how to serve on boards and effectively advocate for our community. I'm an alumni of Project Blueprint, United Way, Leadership Houston, Leadership ISD, and soon to be American Leadership Forum. The greatest treasures from these programs are the relationships I've built. This vast network of what I call superhuman beings are a fantastic resource for our students, and I actively collaborate with them to support students throughout our great county. It is my sincere hope that you will consider me for position 7 on the Harris County Department of Education Board. I look forward to the opportunity to serve alongside each of you, making a meaningful and impactful event for our students. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, next we have Kernard Jones. Did I pronounce your name correctly?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good.
Trustees, Mr. Superintendent, first of all, I just want to say thank you for allowing myself to come and speak before you all on today. I am a current resident of Precinct 4 here in Harris County. I'm a proud father of two beautiful children and a proud husband. Over the past 10 years, I've had the unique opportunity to serve in both the public sector and private sector. I've served in Houston City Hall, and I've had the opportunity to lead advocacy efforts across the nation, across multiple industries, including oil and gas, finance, housing, and my passion, education. Over the past 4 years, I've had the opportunity to work for 2 premier nonprofit education organizations. In my time at Project Lead the Way, I traveled around the country advocating for increasement and funding for STEM education and working on multiple workforce development bills. In my current role as Senior Vice President of Government Relations for Waterford.org, I've had the opportunity to travel around the nation advocating for increasement in kindergarten readiness and early childhood education funding. And just recently, in the state of Montana, I led an advocacy effort to secure $1.2 million so that 1,600 preschool-age kids across the state could have access to adaptive kindergarten readiness programs. Outside of my professional career, I've had the opportunity to work on a number of different boards, including being a gubernatorial appointee to the Texas Southern University Board of Regents, a current member of the Board of Directors for Young Invincibles, a national nonprofit, and most recently appointed by the mayor of Houston and signed by City Council to the Houston Independent Police Oversight Board. I will end with this. It will be an honor of a lifetime to serve alongside each and every one of you to ensure that every voice is heard, ensuring that every child knows that they have a champion and someone who is willing to fight for them and ensure for future success. Thank you all so very much for your time.
Thank you. Okay, next we have Louis Evans.
Well, good afternoon. My name is Louis Evans. I think I know a few of you, superintendent, trustees. I have served on this board before. I've actually was on this board for about 10 years. I do live in Precinct 3. I am interested, I would continue to be interested in running for this board if y'all choose me to help you serve the citizens of Harris County. What drew me back to this, I left originally because I needed to take care of some things with home and with work. I am now retired, so I can devote my full time to do things. I do like to serve the citizens of Harris County. I do know a lot about what Harris County does. I had a lot of passion as far as to see what we can do. I know Harris County has gone through some rough patches, and I know things aren't always the best, with the climate and the current we have. But I know that you guys are really doing an amazing job. I do look forward to seeing things like Fortis Academy, things that we started years ago to continue to grow and to prosper, to help the students, because not everybody needs to go to college. That's one of the reasons we looked at creating Fortis years and years ago. So if you choose to have me join you, then I would be honored, and I would look forward to it. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, next is Q Olivia Rivers.
Kassidian and Jira. I greet you all with the traditional words of the Maasai warriors. Of all of the mighty tribes in Africa, the Maasai were known to be the most feared and respected warriors and fighters in the world. But despite their strength and their power, their focus was never on wealth or territory or power, but it was on asking Kassidian and Jira, which loosely translated from Swahili means, and how are the children? The Maasai believed that monitoring the well-being of the children is the best way to determine the health and success of the greater society. All things fall into order when the priorities of the young and the powerless are in place. But here in Harris County, in Texas, can we say the same? Can we honestly look at our schools, our classrooms, and our communities and say the children are well? My name is Q Olivia Rivers, and I have the honor of serving as the CEO for the Bridge Over Troubled Waters, the 6th largest domestic violence and child abuse crisis center here in the state of Texas. And I see firsthand the transformative power and necessity of programs offered by HCDE. The reality is too many of our children are struggling, both in the domestic violence space and in other spaces. They're caught in a system that's underfunded, overburdened, and failing to provide the opportunities they all deserve. And that's why I stand before you today, not simply as a candidate for consideration for an open position, but as a champion for children and an advocate for equitable education. And though I have no children of my own, I believe in the power of community and understand that it takes a village. I know firsthand the power of early education. I myself was a Head Start student, a child from a working class family who was given the chance through learning access to quality learning. That opportunity paved my path from the classrooms of Missouri to the halls of the White House as a legislative intern, to now leading Harris County, one of Harris County's largest nonprofit orgs, and standing before you ready to serve. I really want to serve because it's about the children across this county, the resources that are so limited, and the historically marginalized communities that have been left behind for far too long. We're all familiar with the old adage that it takes a village, but the truth is that a child who is not embraced properly by their village will burn it down to feel its warmth. So I look forward to the opportunity to serve and work with you all.
Thank you, Olivia. Oh, precinct, Olivia, what precinct do you live in? 2, okay. Okay, next we have Silky Malik.
Hello, Madam President, members of the board, superintendent. My name is Silky Joshi Malik. I'm in Commissioner Precinct 1, and I'm willing and able to run for this position should I be appointed. Thank you for the opportunity to speak today about my interest in applying for the vacant trustee position. I am excited at the prospect of serving on this board and doing my part to contribute to the collective good works you guys are doing here and do what little I can to ensure that the Harris County residents can continue to benefit from the impactful services HCDE offers and provides. As a free lunch kid who grew up in underserved communities and attended Title I schools, I know all too well what happens to folks in these communities when access to programs and services that are designed to uplift and empower them are not available. We see them fall through the cracks. I mean, so many kids I went to school with who just didn't have access to these types of programs. You know, it's really impactful. And I think about my brother who could have benefited from one of the schools that are designed to help those kids who were expelled and who are dealing with things. And the role HCDE plays in sort of bridging the gap for people is undeniable, and it tangibly improves people's lives. I am continuously inspired by the work you guys are doing and the way that this department is really changing people's lives. Ultimately, at the end of the day, I know we cannot fix all the problems of the world and we cannot help everyone who needs our help, but being part of change that, you know, really improves someone's life is extremely impactful and extremely meaningful, and I would be beyond honored to be a small part of that in any way, shape, or form. Thank you again for your time, and before I finish my time, I'll be done. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, next we have Leslie Coward. Did I pronounce your name correctly? Okay.
Well, thank you all so much for this opportunity. My name is Dr. Leslie Cower. I bring over 2 decades of experience in education, leadership development, and strategic planning experience that aligns directly with HCDE's mission to advance equitable, high-quality education for all of our students. So when you ask why, it's our community, it's our children. We're just at a pivotal point. I see it in higher education. I experience it in K through 12 with my children, whether in public school or whether they have been in private school. This is a unique opportunity to influence and enhance educational services here within our community, contribute directly to the educational advancement of the community, ensuring that neurodivergent learning needs are available and met to our students. We're seeing it more and more in the classroom. Throughout my career, I have championed student success and faculty development, creating programs that empower educators and enhance student outcomes. I have led strategic initiatives to equip educators with innovative teaching methods, develop training programs to foster student engagement, and secure funding to expand academic and career readiness opportunities. My work in program evaluation, budgeting, and policy development has prepared me to serve effectively in a governance role, ensuring that HCD's resources continue to be allocated in an efficient and impactful way. Beyond higher education, I have collaborated with K through 12 institutions. I've served as a school board member for the Lawson Academy and also served as a board member of the William A. Lawson Institute for Peace and Prosperity, a nonprofit called Hold My Hand that looked at girls who were in foster care system, just ensuring that they are able to meet not just their educational needs, but also their personal needs. If appointed, I will advocate for the initiatives that strengthen professional development for educators, expand innovative learning programs, and leverage strategic funding to enhance HCD's impact. My goal is to collaborate with fellow board members. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Oh, do you know what precinct?
Precinct 1,
Okay. Okay, thank you. All right, next, Michelle Tovar.
I'm in Precinct 3. I'm also able to run. Good afternoon, board members. My name is Dr. Michelle Tovar. I am currently the Director of Education at the Buffalo Soldiers National Museum. I'm honored to share my interest in the trustee position here at the Harris County Department of Education. Having grown up just a few blocks away on Reed Street, I feel a strong personal connection to the community and to the mission of HCDE. Raised by hardworking parents, a Vietnam veteran and immigrant mother, who always emphasized the importance of education to me, I have carried those values with me throughout my life. For the past decade, I've dedicated myself to working within diverse educational environments, both formal and informal, where I've had the privilege of leading and developing professional programs for educators, creating community-based educational initiatives, and designing student resources. My experience in these areas have also allowed me to truly understand the challenges and opportunities within our education system. My work in museums have refined my skills, and I've engaged with BIPOC communities and other stakeholders by creating communications, management, budgeting, and curriculum development, as well as grant writing in that area. I've collaborated with national and local organizations, as well as school districts, to improve educational accessibility. I also understand that education isn't just for K through 12 students. The work of HCDE serves individuals across their entire lifespan. From preschool to adults, education is for everyone, and we must ensure that the opportunities for learning and growth are available to all community members regardless of age. As a county that is approximately 44% Latino, I'm deeply committed to ensuring that education is equitable, inclusive, and reflective of our diverse population. Representation with intention matters, and I am passionate about advocating for policies and initiatives that promote fairness, celebrate cultural richness, and provide all students with the tools that they need to succeed. My background, commitment to equity, and passion for education and community involvement. Sorry, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. All right, next we have Sarah Padua. Did I pronounce that correctly? Yes. Okay.
Good afternoon, President Hinojosa, Superintendent Colbert, members of the board, and community members. My name is Sarah Padua Cordua, and I'm here to express my interest in the vacancy. I'm in Precinct 2. I live over in the East End where we have issues of environmental justice, of safety, and of insufficient resources for our schools. One of my biggest passions in running for this position is because I believe that our equal access to education under Pyler v. Doe is being threatened in the current state of our political climate. And my dedication to education spans decades, from tutoring disadvantaged youth in middle school in math and reading, to then becoming the director of education for a nonprofit, Casa Cultural de las Americas, where I ran the scholarship program and connected disadvantaged youth to academic opportunity, to now being the vice president of programs for the Harvard Club of Houston, and being a proud mom and someone that volunteers at my daughter's preschool, knowing that education starts early and it starts with community. I would be honored to help this department continue its great work and to defend against any threats to equal access to education, regardless of legal status or educational background. I'm an immigrant myself, and this is very important to me. It would be such an honor to help you continue the work in adult literacy, in early education, in special needs, and in developing our great Harris County teachers. Thank you for considering me, and thank you for your work.
Thank you. And Christy Stewart.
Hi, I'm in Precinct 1, and I do have the ability to run in January. Thank you guys for taking the time. My name is Christy Stewart, and I'm here as a mother, a community advocate, and a professional dedicated to education. I appreciate the opportunity to briefly introduce myself, and I'd like to explain who I am and why I'm running. First and foremost, I'm a mom. My youngest child, Oliver, has cerebral palsy, and my family has directly benefited from therapy services in schools, one of HCDE's core programs. This experience has given me a deep appreciation for early intervention and therapy services for special needs students. Second, I spent years working as a community advocate, from volunteer work with child advocates, working as a guardian ad litem, volunteering in schools, and leading local projects. I have served as a board member to fundraise. We raised $250,000 for HISD's Harvard Elementary School outdoor classroom and playscape. If you go by there, you'll see a brand new outdoor classroom. And as the leader of Houston Heights Association, I took over the Community Rose Garden, and I won the Member of the Year award for that. I even threw my name in the hat as a HISD board member when the state took over, and I participated in the weekend-long Lone Star governance training, where I had the opportunity to better understand how effective school boards operate. My professional background includes 20 years in construction and K-12 infrastructure, ensuring that students learn in safe and well-maintained environments. I know firsthand how facilities, safety, and operation impact students' success. I've also had the honor to serve on TASVO's Gulf Coast M&O networking organization, where I'm a board member as a vendor liaison. And I've also had the privilege to be a vendor for the HCD's Choice Partnership. Finally, I also have a global perspective. My husband had a short-term expat assignment in Stavanger, Norway.
That's time.
Where children get the opportunity at a very early age to have heavily subsidized pre-K and early interventions.
That's time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Gather my stuff.
All right. Thank you, everyone. We will now move into executive session at 1:31 p.m. Executive session under Texas Government Code pursuant to any and all purposes permitted by sections 551.001 through 551.084, including but not limited to 551.071 and 551.074. Okay, and that we will adjourn.
Say hi to everyone. Do some recon for you.
right, we will reconvene this meeting after a closed session at 2:19 PM. And I want to begin by thanking all of you today for your participation, for being here. And I just want to say that you all made it extremely difficult. The resumes that we had today, and all of you came up and spoke so well. This was extremely, extremely difficult, which is a great thing. And we're really proud to have all of you here and willing to serve with us on the board. So we'll start with item 5, discussion and possible action regarding filling vacant HCDE trustee seat, position 7 at large. Do I have a motion?
Yes. I move to appoint Silky Joshi Malik to fill the vacant HCDE trustee position 7 at-large seat for the unexpired portion of the term, which expires December 2026.
And I second that motion.
Any discussion? Seeing none, put it all to a vote. All right, passes 6-0. Thank you. And with that, we will adjourn. We'll adjourn at 2:20 PM. Oh,
Second it.
sorry, move to adjourn. All right, so we have a motion by trustee McGee and seconded by trustee Eric Dick to adjourn. And with that, we will adjourn at 2:20 PM. Thank you.